Today, I've got something you don't see really ever. You used to, in the 90s, early 2000s. This is an Aurora. No, not Borealis. The Oldsmobile. Although GM would have preferred you to not call it an Oldsmobile, and simply an Aurora. 1995, in this kind of dusty rose purple color. I wish I knew off the top of my head what the good people at Not Your Father's Oldsmobile called this color. But I don't, and it's just a cool car. You don't see these anymore. And we're gonna walk around it. V8 powered, 4 liters. Think of it as a less broken North Star. Yeah, pretty unique. So we'll poke around the Aurora, because it's going to be for sale on Cars and Bids, and you might want to see what it's like. Cool pillarless doors. Power seats. Which do work. Not quiet, but they work. Powered lumbar. Memory. Power door locks. Acoustabas by Bose, which has speakers all over the place down there. You got speakers in the footwell, all over the place. It's an Aurora, not an Oldsmobile. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This one, 63,263 miles. Let's start her up. Does currently have the service engine soon light. That is intermittent. The charity company that's handling this vehicle had it taken to a shop. They fixed whatever that cause was, and it's come back on a couple of times, and they seem to claim that drive it around some more, whatever module needs to relearn itself is going to relearn it, and if it doesn't go away, I'll make sure they address it. But currently it says service engine soon, and we are about 21 miles since that service, so ignore that. Try this. It does have AC, it does work. There it goes, starting to get chilly. The Bose stereo.
But your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation.
And that does include a functional power antenna back there. Put it back in its home. AC is starting to cool down. All monitored systems seem to be okay. Cool trip computer. It is not Saturday, January 16th. That's kind of fun. That kind of works. We'll turn this one off. Turn this guy. There we go. Interior's in good shape. Home for your garage door opener. This little elastic guy, I'm sure you can imagine, very well stretched out. So we'll just fold him back up in there. Imagine this side is the same. Yeah. Put him back. A couple little like indentations on the liners on these pillars. Some wrinkles. But all told, pretty nice place to be. Let's check out the seat. We'll look under the hood. Fuel door, trunk. It does have Twilight Sentinel, which is cool. That's GM speak for automatic lights. Power windows, or I should say, let's do the power windows. We didn't do that. Is auto down on the drivers. This is worth checking because it's a 90s GM product. Not known for their reliable window regulators. Seat leather is great. I did see one little split right here. Pretty much it. Oh, look in the paint on the impact strip there. Let's look under here. I will say these hood shocks are gone. They need to be replaced. I'm sure it's just a standard GM part. That Aurora V8, and kind of the only place where it says Oldsmobile on this whole car. Because remember, it's not your father's Oldsmobile, it's an Aurora. Of note, I did notice that this one fog light, the bulb was burnt out. I know, huge ordeal. Worth noting. Paint and body are excellent on this car. Very much uncommonly so. It does have dual zone temperature control, which is pretty high-flying stuff for 1995 in a not Oldsmobile. Seems like a pretty enjoyable place to be. More wrinkling on the headline or on these pillars. Seems to be pretty common for this car. Only one of these I've spent time around, and all the pillars are doing it. So, small sample size, but there you go. Got a pass through. And then we got a little storage. This run channel molding, a little crack, a little buckled up, kind of sign of age there. Bumpers are nice. Really remarkable, the condition of this thing. Good and boring down here. Does have a CD changer. Let's see if there's anything in it. Oh no, it needs a little insert guy, which has been lost to time. I assume that's probably shared with like 15 other GM products. So I bet you there's something that will fit this. I doubt that it's Aurora specific. How cool this light bar is. Some hairline cracks in it. It's not hazed up or anything, and we've had some rainy weather here somewhat lately, so it doesn't look like water's getting in there, but Fuel door popped. All right, well, why don't we go drive the thing, see what it does. Okie dokie. Let's see how the Aurora roars. Too shabby. Put a defroster on. Intermittent check engine light is gone. Brakes feel good. Well, okay. That's a couple minutes spent driving the Aurora. And yeah, it's kind of like a quirkier, presumably far more reliable North Star powered 90s Cadillac. That's kind of my take on it. And yeah, I certainly would rather own one of these than one of those for a myriad of reasons. I think it's kind of just quirky and interesting and a good time, and it's in a good color. And this car is going to go to charity. I should say the funds, the proceeds of the sale are going to go to a charity. And so lots of good reasons to bid on this car if you want to. Bid often, bid early. Follow the link in the description below to see what the auction's doing. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out. That person just blew a stop sign and almost hit this pedestrian. So don't do that. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. All right, cheers.